Okay. A musician has a new song available for downloading or streaming. The musician earns $0.09 each time the song is downloaded and 0.002 each time the song is streamed. Which of the following expression represents the amount in dollars that the musician earns if the song is downloaded D times? So download into amount D and streamed into amount of streaming. So D into 0.09 plus S into 0.002 is C. Let me reopen it. It's just getting stuck. Question number two. The quality control manager at a factory selects 7 light bulbs at random probability. 7 light bulbs at random for inspection out of every 400 bulbs produced. At this rate, how many light bulbs will be inspected if the factory produces 20,000 light bulbs? So 7 out of 400. So of 20,000, these much are what we are going to get. 7 by 400 into 20, 1, 2, 3. So 350. Out of the complete stock, we'll be testing 350 light bulbs. Question number three says one end of the spring is attached to a ceiling. When an object of mass m kilogram is attached to the other end of the spring stretches to a length of L centimeters as shown in the equation above. What is m and L? M kgs is attached and the spring stretches to length this as shown. What is m when L? Oh, sorry, already given. So 73 equals 24 plus 3.5. We just make m the subject. 73 minus 24 divided by 3.5 is 14. Now, didn't you get time or like you didn't face any problem?
No, I didn't face any problem doing these questions, sir.
Oh, very good. Do go through that blue book. It's very helpful and exact replica of DSAT. The amount of money a performer earns is directly proportional to the number of people attending the performance. The performer earns 120 at a performance where 8 people attended. How much money will the performer earn when 20? So for one person and for 20 people. 120 by 8 times 20 is 300. Performer is actually making more than SAT teacher per day. The performer uses 23% of the money earned to pay the cost involved in putting on each performance. The rest of the money earned in performance profit. What is the profit the performer makes at a performance when 8 people attended? So he was getting 120 when 8 attended. He's paying 43 already. So he's saving a 57%. So that is profit. 120 into 0.57 is 68.4. Mohammed, these are the
Yes, sir.
questions. This is which Ma didn't do it. If you've already done it, we can open up something new. If these are new to you, then it's beneficial. If you've already done these, we can open something new.
I don't. I believe I don't need to do these questions again. It'd be good practice. Can I try it?
Sorry, your voice was muffling.
I was asking if I can try it. Also, wouldn't the answer to question 6 be 5?
I still
Uh,
can't get you.
you understand me now?
Yeah.
Wouldn't the answer be B?
Would the answer be C,
No,
not B?
no, I was talking about question three or,
Okay, question
or
number
six, not
three.
three, six. Sorry, six. I meant six. Sorry. It's the one you were showing earlier. Six. Sorry.
Okay, okay. When 4 times the number x is added to 12, 4 times x is added to 12, the result is 8. So A. Question number 7.
So
The equation above represents a parabola in the xy plane. Which of the following equivalent form of the...
I, I don't think you read question six properly, sir.
Sorry?
I don't think you read question six properly.
When 4 times the number x is added to 12, the result is 8. You think this is not right?
And and what number results when two times x is added to seven?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. What number results when 2 times x is added? So 2 times x is added to 7. Thank you. Is 5. Thank you so much. Question number 7. Y is equal to x square minus xx plus 8. The equation above represents a parabola in the xy plane. Which of the following equivalent form of the equation displays x-intercept of the parabola and constant or coefficient? So if he's interested in x-intercept, this should be the best form. And I just have to check before I go into A, B, and C. If this is the middle breaking, this is x square minus 4x minus 2x plus 8, and yes. All of these forms may be true, but this is the only form which is showing the x-intercepts. One is x equal to 2, the other is x is equal to 4. Question number 8. In a video game, each player starts the game with K points and loses 2 points each time a task is not completed. If the player who gains no additional point and fails to complete 100 tasks has a score of 200 points. So he failed 100 tasks, started with this minus 2 into 100 and has a score of 200. So K was 200 plus 200. He started off with 400 points. A worker uses a forklift to move boxes that weigh either 40 pound or 65 pound each. Let X be the number of 40-pound boxes. So it is 40x total weight, and Y be 65. So it is 65 into Y total weight. The forklift can carry up to either 45 boxes. So X plus Y is less than equal to 45, or a weight of 2400 less than equal to 2400. So I'm getting that in the first one. Any doubt?
No.
No doubt. That was 9, 10. The function f satisfies this. I always read this as 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 5. A function g satisfies this and this. What is the value of f g3? So basically f g3 could be seen that that is 2, and f of 2 could be seen that that is 3.
Yes,
Mahad,
sir. Could
clear?
you explain
Yes,
this?
sir. Uh,
Yes, Mohammed. He says f g3. So I'm starting off with g3 only. G3, I can see that G3 is 2. So I can replace G of 3 with 2. Now I can exactly see f of 2 at the very beginning. So f of 2 is 3.
Ah, okay. I understand.
Question number 11. Number of hours Tony plans to read the novel per day. 3 hours. Number of parts in the novel are 8. Number of chapters are this. Number of words Tony read per minute. Number of pages. Number of words. Tony is planning to read a novel. The table above shows information about the novel Tony reads, Tony's reading speed, and the amount of time he plans to spend reading the novel each day. If Tony reads at the rate given in the table, in which of the following is closest to the number of days it would take Tony to read the entire novel? Okay. Total words are there. Number of hours Tony planned to, number of parts in the word per minute. So I'm dividing these to check how many minutes it takes. 349,168 divided by 250. So he takes 1396 minutes. And I'm going to convert it into days. Minutes divided by 60 is hours, divided by 24 is number of days, and not dividing by 24 because he plans to read it 3 hours per day. So dividing by 3, that is 7.75. 7.75 days. Hours, parts in novel, chapters in novel, number of pages. So 7.75 is closest to 8.
But
Clear?
Tony reads 3 hours every day, no? In the table, it says he reads for 3 hours every day. So wouldn't we have to multiply answer by 8? Uh,
Let me quickly redo it. This was 349,168 words, and he could read 250 words per minute. So we divided with 250. Now I have a number of minutes. This is 1396.672 minutes. He would need these much minutes to read these complete words. Now I'm dividing it with 60 to get hours. So he actually needs 23.2778 hours. And he's only spending 3 hours per day. So I'm dividing it with
okay.
3.
Okay, wait. I understand.
So 7.759. Question number 12. On January 2000, there were 175,000 ton of trash in a landfill that had a capacity of 325 tons each year. Since then, the amount of the trash in the landfill increases by 750 tons. 17500 is already there, plus 750 each year increases. If Y represents the time in years, and January 1, 2000, which of the following inequalities describe the set of years where the landfill is at or about capacity? So we keep on increasing Y, and this is the only one which shows the relationship. None of the other is incorporating 175,000. Basically, this is Y equals mx plus c, where
Of course.
7,500 is the gradient
Mm-hmm.
and 175,000 is y-intercept, and the total amount is 325 to be touched.
Understood, sir.
Question 13. A researcher conducted a survey to determine whether people in a large town prefer watching sports on television to attending the sports event. Okay. The researcher asked 117 people who visited the local restaurant on Saturday, and 7 people refused to respond. So he's asking 117 already, 7 are refusing to respond, 110 would have responded. Which of the following factors make it least likely that a reliable conclusion can be drawn about the sports watching preference of all people in the town? Okay. So mostly it is always sample size. For example, if I ask you that make a round of your school and ask if people preferred badminton or football. So you ask people who like badminton and you tell them there's no other option. So either they like badminton or they like football. And the third possible would have been they like none of these. Maybe they like cricket or anything else. You're just going to offer badminton or football at school. And what you did was you went to one class only. And out of those 30 students, you gathered that result that 12 like badminton and 10 like football. So basically, 12 by 30 is 40% like badminton. 10 by 30 is 33% like football. I'm truncating the decimal. So 40 plus 33 minus 100. And there are 27% who do not like both of these. So I actually asked you to do a survey of your school, but you went to one class only. Will this be a good representation that out of this school, 40% of the students like badminton? Any thoughts on this? Any comments?
Um,
I'm
I
still a
mean,
little unsure.
Maybe you would have chosen your section to go and ask around. So, do you think those students who are in uh, junior grades would prefer badminton?
No, I understand why it's sample size.
Yeah. So, sample size, and even then, even if you ask each and every student of your school, you can still not comment that about the entire city. So, it depends what our focus is. According to that, the sample size needs to be large enough for the data to be reliable. Number 14. Miles traveled by air passenger, number of miles traveled, number of miles traveled in billions, miles traveled by air passenger in country X. Okay, that's so year and number of miles. According to the line of best fit in the scatter plot above, which of the following best approximates the passengers in country X was estimated to be 550. I can see that 500 and 600, so 550 is in between them. So this is that year, which is obviously more than 2000. This can't be. And this midpoint is actually 2005. So this can't be. So it is 2003. Just reading off the graph. Question number 15. The distance traveled by Earth in one orbit around the Sun is this miles. The Earth makes one complete orbit around the Sun in 1 year. Of the following, which is the closest to average speed of Earth in miles per hour? Okay, let's use our calculators. 550, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 year. So 365 into one number of days into 25 hours per hour. So this is 66210. Closest is this much miles per hour. Number 16. Results on the bar exam of law school graduates took review course, did not take the review course, passed, did not pass. Again, probability. I just get scared, little scared when the question is of probability. The table above summarizes the results of 200 law schools, but we have Mohammed with us.
uh,
Graduates who took the bar exam. If one of the surveyed graduates who passed the bar exam out of these, is chosen at random for an interview, what is the probability that the person chosen did not take the review course? So this is it. So they are actually 7 out of 200. And if we just select out of these, this should be 7 out of 25. Mohammed, can you help us out? B or
So
D? I think that's B.
I think it's B as well, sir, because it
B,
specifies
yes.
if one of the surveyed graduates who passed the bar exam, that's the sample then.
Fast. So he's basically limited us to this simple. Good. I'm actually saying good to myself.
Good, good, sir.
The atomic weight of an unknown element in atomic mass unit AMU is approximately 20% less than that of calcium, which is already 40. Which of the following best approximates to 20% less is 32? A survey was taken for the value of home in country, and it was found that the mean home value was 165,000 and the median home value was 125. Okay, so median is 125 and mean is 165. That means some of the houses are actually very highly priced. That is why it is moving the mean way beyond the median.
So would it not just be C?
There are few homes that are value much more than the rest. Yes, many of the homes have value between these two. No, that should be C. Not A for sure, not B, and not D as well. Because if most of them would have been between 125 and 65, mean would have been less than 165. 19 and 20 depends on this data. Sociologist chooses 300 students at random from each of the two schools and asked each student how many siblings he or she has. The results are shown in the table. School, number of siblings. Okay. There are a total of 2,400 students at Lincoln School and 3,300 students at Washington School. What is the median number of siblings for all the students surveyed? So if I just look into this, that's 120 plus 80 plus 60 plus 30 plus 10. That's a total of 300. I think already gave that 300. Yeah. So half of which would be 150 and it is covering 1. On the other side, again, median for Washington School is again 1. Any doubt in finding the median?
This seems simple enough, sir. Though.
There were 300 students.
Mm-hmm.
So half 150, 150. So for Lincoln School, 150 is covered in this bracket. For Washington School, 150 is covered in this bracket. So both of them are showing 1 as median. Question number 20. Based on the survey data, which of the following most accurately compares the expected total number of students with 4 siblings? So for Lincoln, this should have been 10 by 300 of the total, and again 10 by 300 of the total. And we know that total here is 24 and total there is 33. So for Washington, it is higher. The total number of students with 4 siblings is expected to be equal. No. 4 sibling at Lincoln is expected to be 30 more. That's obviously less. The total number of students with 4 siblings in Washington is expected to be 30 more. I haven't calculated, but yes, that is more. Let's check what is D. Total number of students with 4 siblings at Washington School is expected to be 900 more. So I'll have to find quickly, that is 10 by 300 of total, which is 2400. And these are 80 students. On the other side, 3,300. These are 110. So a difference of 30. That's the answer. Clear?
Mm. Yes, sir.
Number 21. A project manager estimates that a project will take X hours to complete, where X is more than 100. The goal is for the estimate to be within 10 hours. Project manager estimates project will take X hours to complete and it should take more than 100 hours. The goal is to be estimated within 10 hours of the time it will actually take to complete the project. If the manager meets the goals and it takes Y hours to complete the project, which of the following inequality represents the relationship between the estimated time and actual completion time? Okay.
So y minus x has to be less than 10, right?
Yes.
It's
Where
not.
Y is the actual time and he could take plus minus 10 hours.
It wouldn't be d, right? Because y can't be less than x, right? Because x is going to be greater than 100, or would it?
Just
Wait,
let
give me a
me
second.
just read it again.
I think I
X is
understand.
obviously more than 100, and that has nothing to do with the four
Yeah, I think it
options.
would be d.
B ball?
D. No, D. Fourth
Yeah, it
option.
could be D. It could be D. It actually take to complete the project if the manager meets the goals and it takes Y hours. So he might have done it this much time, or he might have done it in this much time. And where X is always greater than 100. So yes. If Y is more than 100 or less than 100 would give you plus 10 or minus 10. Number 22 and 23 refer to this formula. A large distance R from a radio antenna, the intensity of the signal I related to the power of the signal P by the formula above. Which of the following expresses the square of the distance from the radio antenna in terms of the intensity? Okay, is making R square the subject, so P over 4 pi I. P over 4 pi I is in B. For the same signal emitted by the radio antenna, observer A measures its intensity to be 16 times the intensity measured by 16B. So A must be closer. The distance of the observer from A to the radio is so this is 1:16 and that is a squared relation. So we take a square root and it should be 1:4.
These are surprisingly easy so far.
Yeah, I'm also a little surprised.
Mhm. Yeah, basically these are 38 questions. And when you cross basically 60% of them, then you'll have few questions which you're about to think. So basically, I think this was the margin. Now there should be questions which we have to think about. And normally in DSAT, when you have 22 questions, the first 15 to 16 would actually be easy. And section 1 would be very easy. You'll straight away, inshallah, get 22 out of 22. In section 2, last 7. First 15 are again easy. And the last 7, they'll be a little tough. Or say a little lengthy. The equation of the circle in xy plane is shown above. What is the radius? So radius, do you remember equation of circle?
Radius?
No,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, wouldn't that just be
the root of
4 and so -4 -1
I think this was
-5
the formula.
would be 4?
So half of that 2 is 4, 1 is 1. and C is 1, 4, 5, 6, square root 6. If I take this, should be 2. I'm actually forgetting the formula. Let me quickly convert it. X square plus y square, and rearranging, bringing x to this side, x square plus 4x plus 2 square minus 2 square. And I have y square minus 2x plus 1 square minus 1 square is equals to minus 1. X plus 2 whole square, and taking that 2 square on the other side. And this is y minus 1 whole square, taking that on the other side. And minus 1 is already there. So yeah, I actually wrote this. And when it comes to this side, this sign, okay. I'll explain this formula. Meanwhile, 2 square, and we cancel this. This is 2. Radius is 2. So R is equals to F square plus G square minus C whole square root. What is F? F is half of coefficient of X. You see that 4? So half is 2.
So I just used what's it called? I forgot. No, it's something square.
Yeah, I'll come to that to C. C as well. Now
No,
G,
it was what's the method called? I'm just asking. No, was complete the square? Yes,
okay, this is, yeah, completing squares.
yes, that's what
Now
I did.
G is half of coefficient of Y. And what is C? We bring everything to left hand side. That's C square root. So this is 2 to 4 plus 1 minus 1 and square root, you get radius 2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
25. The graph of linear function of f has intercept at
I'm
this
right, Mahad.
and this.
Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna rejoin on my alt because I have like 7 different friends on the server. Oh, that's not like
Okay, okay. So graph of linear function f of x has intercept at this and this in the xy plane if a plus b equal to 0. So one of them has to be negative. So either we consider them here that x is a and y is 0 and x is 0 and y is b, or I can consider them here that x is a comma 0 and y is 0 comma b. And this is also telling me that a plus b equals 0. This is basically gradient 1. So which of the following is true? Already we've sketched it. It is positive. The slope is positive. The complete graph of the function f is shown in the xy plane above. Which of the following are equal to 1? F of minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. F of minus 4 equal to 1. Yes. F of 1.5. Yes. F of 1, 2, 3. Yes. Oh my God, what's that? I think this is examiner's thesis, question 27. Oh my God.
What is that, sir? I
It
thought we were
is
doing math, not English.
okay, let's do it. Don't give up. Insulated, non-insulated. So non-insulated loses temperature quickly, and insulated is losing temperature slowly in comparison. Two samples of water equal masses are heated to 60 degrees Celsius. One sample is poured into an insulated container and the other sample is poured into a non-insulated container. The samples are then left for 70 minutes to cool in a room and a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. The graph shows above the temperature each sample at 10 minutes interval. Which of the following statement correctly compares the average rates at which the temperatures of the two samples change? Okay, that's the easy one. The statements are just longer. A, in every 10-minute interval, the magnitude or rate of change of temperature of the insulated sample is greater than the non-insulated. So basically, rate is the gradient, and that's not the same. As you can see, the gradient is changing in both the cases. Gradient is changing. And for insulated is greater. No, I can see that that is a lesser gradient. So A is not the option. In every 10-minute interval, the magnitude of rate of change of temperature of a non-insulated is greater than that of insulated. No, in the last moment, that is a horizontal line, and for insulated, it is still something. C part. In the interval from 0 to 10 minutes, okay, 0 to 10 minutes, and from 10 to 20, the rate of change of temperature of insulated sample are greater magnitude, insulated are greater. No, they are lesser, they're less steep. 0 to 10, and from 10 to 20, rate of change of temperature of non-insulated sample are greater. Yes. Whereas in interval from 50 to 60 minutes, the rate of change of temperature insulated sample are greater. Yes. He would have just said कि शुरू में नॉन इंसुलेटेड जल्दी ठंडा हो रहा है और बाद में स्लो ठंडा हो रहा है. Any issue in option D?
No, sir. Yeah, no.
Okay. There's one more tip. I think we've already discussed it, that we are not relying on rechecking. We would read the question carefully and just mark for review if we have any doubt. We're not relying on rechecking. In XY plane above, ABCD is a square and point E is the center of the square. The coordinates of point C and E are 7, 2 and 1, 0. Which of the following is an equation of the line that passes through point B and D? So I'm just using EC to quickly find the equation of BD. Gradient of EC is rise over run 1 by 3. So the other would be -3. And -3 is either A or B. None of these. And y-intercept is clearly not -1. So I'm rejecting A and selecting B. Number 29. Y is equals to 3, y is equals to ax square plus b. In the system of equation above, a and b are constants. For which of the following value of a and b does the system of equation have exactly two real solutions? I just solved a question few days ago, and this question is actually making me recall that. And I forgot actually to take a screenshot or picture. I was trying to solve the question the traditional way, and substituting the options would have done it in seconds. Whenever you attempt the original SAT and you start doing it and you feel that it would take you 3 to 4 minutes, you're doing something wrong. This should end in 2 minutes. So at this same point, start doing the reverse, start using the answers in the given options. For which of the following values of A and B does the system of equation have exactly two real solutions? Now, if I just solve them, anyone would do this. Equate y with y. Rearranging ax square plus b minus 3 is equals to 0. So I need values of a and b to see if they're real or not. So in case b square minus 4ac for it to be real should be greater than equal to 0. B in this case is 0 already. A is A and C is B minus 3. So there was unknown, it is still unknown. So basically I'm getting, for getting B minus 4, I have A into B minus 3 less than equal to 0. So using the first one, minus 2 into 2, that is minus 2, 2 minus 3. Negative, negative, positive, less than 0, no. So minus 2 and 4. 4 minus 3 is 2. This is giving me a possible answer. 2 into 4 minus 3. 1, 2, positive, no. 4 and 3, 0, less than equal to 0. This is also giving me one possible answer, but have exactly two real solutions. I'm doubtful on the third one. It should not be equal to 0.
So would it be
It should be B.
B? Oh, B. Okay.
I'm not taking B actually, because when I substitute this, that gives me 1 part 0. That would mean that A could have any different value. So if we just quickly suppose this is minus 2 and 4, minus 2x square plus 4 is equals to 3. So minus 2x square is equals to minus 1, and x square is equals to 1 by 2 whole square root. And if I try D, that would be 4x square plus 3 is equal to 3. So 4x square is equals to 0, x square is equals to 0, and this is giving me one solution. And we needed exactly two real solutions. So that is B. Again, I actually did it the traditional way. Substituting the answers would have given me easier and quicker options.
But sir, the traditional way is always better.
Not always. Like in one of the questions, you have to take that question. See, we did a lot of working. Even then, I had to check all the options. If I would just substitute this minus 2 and 2, 3 is equals to minus 2x square plus 2, right? So it's going on the other side. Keeping that 1 by minus 2 is equal to x square, rejected. It takes less time. This goes on the other side, gives me minus 1 and minus 2x square. So that is clearly giving me two options. And then the third one, 2 and 4, positive 2, again it would result in negative number opposite to x square. So again rejected. And same goes with the last one. It is not rejected due to negative, but that is giving one answer only. Number 30. The figure above shows the rectangular hexagon with sides x, with sides length a, and the square with side length a. If the area of the hexagon is this, square inches, what is the area in inches of this? Okay. Now that's hexagon. Actually, I'm not willing to go into that stuff.
Sir, this looks very
This
annoying.
should be 2 times the square. 384. Sorry.
So, no, I just said this. I hate geometry questions.
This should be 221. 221. Closer to 221. Let me just check it. 221. So closer to that is this one. I was just hoping that I could find a shorter way. Let's do this. Area is this. We know the side. So if that's a hexagon, This is A, this is A, this is A. We know this would be 360, and this is going to be A square root 3. So area 1 of the triangle is 1 by 2 into base into height. So this is A square root 3 by 2. And we have 6 such triangles. So into 6 is equals to 384 square root 3. We get rid of square root 3. Now 384, 6 by 3, 384 divided by 3 is 128. A square is equals to 128. Where is the mistake? No option is 128. One of the side is A. This is A. This is A. This is A. When we split it into, oh, that was A by 2. So this side is A. This is A by 2. I took that as A. So this is square root A by 2 square root 3. So 1 by 2 into base into height, and we have 6 such triangles is equals to 384 square root 3. Square root 3 cancels out. We have 6 by 4 is 3 by 2. A square is equal to 384. A square is equal to 384 into 2 by 3. 384 into 2 by 3 is 256. A square is equal to 256. This is your answer. On right hand side, I've actually used the 30, 60, 90 triangle. I remember this 2, 1, square root 3, 30, 60, 90. Mahad, Mohammed,
Hello? Hello?
do you remember the
Oh, can you hear me, sir?
30, 60, 90 triangle?
Yes, sir. Sir,
So
can you hear
this
me?
was supposed to be, if yes, I can hear you. If this is 1, that was square root 3. That was A by 2. I actually took A in the first attempt. So this is A by 2 square root 3. I'm just trying to make a conclusion. So we can skip this stuff. A square. Area of hexagon is given. Area of square is there. 384 square root 3 hexagon divided by 256. It's 2.5 times 6, 2. Mhm, 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 mhm. No, 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 no. Just in case, if you face the same question, hexagon and square, these are 2.56 times each other. 384 square root 3 divided by 2.56. I can explain the working again if you want, but just in case, if you remember and it clicks your mind, hexagon and square, you should know it is almost 2.5 times.
Sir, no, I understand. It's simple.
I also understand, sir.
So do go through the remaining questions and samples.